is Iyore Odighizuwa. I'm a recent graduate of Morgan State University, 2012. My father's from Nigeria, and my mother is from Portland, Oregon, but that side of the family is from Georgia originally. Being African American and African has taught me a lot. It was a struggle for me and my siblings. I didn't realize I was African until like middle school. My dad was African. He was my dad, and he didn't have an accent to me. Then we got to middle school. Oh, that's your dad? Oh, he's African. Oh, your last name, it's so long. You're African. I'm like, oh, okay. Like this is a good thing though. Why is everybody having this kind of negative connotation to it? Being African, you know, on my African side, they would look at me like, oh, your mom's American, so you're not really legit. You're not really Nigerian. You're kind of Nigerian. Like, what does that mean? The Black community was very like, you're African, so you're not really like. There was a guy, I think, yeah, we were in middle school, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with being dark skinned, but he was darker than me. And then he said a joke like, you're so African and you're so black, something, and I'm like, what does that even mean? What are you trying to say? Have you looked in the mirror? There's nothing wrong with what you see when you look in the mirror, but have you looked? Because clearly you're darker than me. When people don't know that I'm Nigerian, I hear people all the time, man, I can't stand Africans. They this, they're that, they're that. I'm like, I'm just sitting there listening like, I'm African. And they're like, oh, really? Oh, well, you look good to be African. You look good to be Nigerian. That's not a compliment. It really hurts you a lot. It does, because for someone to have so much passion, I have so much passion for Nigeria and I have so much passion for the Black community, and then to be pretty much just like pushed away, and it's just like, well, all I want to do is help and love and all of that, and then I'm being pushed away just because I might not know my language, or because my father's Nigerian, or whatever, you know, whichever side of the spectrum we're looking at. I was always looked at as different instead of the same. It opened my eyes to see how much of a separation there is between Africans and African Americans, and one of my goals is to really like stop that, basically, and like really, if not decrease it, if not stop it altogether, but decrease that gap, because it's so huge. And it's off of my minute things. I just think that it's very pointless. That's the whole thing about the struggle. I think personally, if we just look at people's struggles instead of comparing the struggles, I think we would see the differences in ourselves and see that we're really the same.